lost 140 pounds in 10 months. How many people told him that was impossible? Everyone he talked with, except for one person, Diamond Dallas Page. Now here's what's interesting to me, is for 20 years, he was a victim of his circumstance. It wasn't until his desire grew strong enough that he began to lead a life by design rather than live a life by default. Think about that. He began to lead a life by design rather than live a life by default. And by doing so, once this change happened within Arthur, he put himself into a category of people who we label high performers. Yet it didn't happen until he was in his mid-40s. Now we had, and what does this mean to each one of us? Well, we had all kinds of experience and hours of research into what sets apart great leaders and high performers from everyone else. We wanted to figure out, how did Arthur go through this transformation? Were there certain habits that he adopted? And so the theory behind this was that there are certain things that create excellence. There's these habits, high performance habits. And if we could identify what those are and then teach those to others, wouldn't that be a powerful recipe? And so we've invested 10,000 plus hours of research, more than $2 million to answer this question. My dad started this in the 70s. I joined him about 10 years ago, and it's been amazing. And what we found after all these interviews, how many people are perfect? Zero. Yet as soon as you started asking people, what helped you be so successful? What were your habits? You started to see a clear pattern emerge. And what we found is there are 12 principles of highly successful leaders. And you see these 12 principles over and over in great leaders. And this is why great leaders produce great results. These are the high performance habits and principles that will be very predictable of your long-term success or failure if violated. And this morning, you're going to start to feel the power of these principles and what they can do for you in your personal life, your relationships, and as you build a successful J. Hilburn business. And you'll feel that as we start to go along.